Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect. Well, we have found, thanks to our friends, some very, very good evidence against Saren. So it's time for us to go ahead and have a chat. So, we've got the council getting ready, and here comes Anderson. Well, Anderson's already here. We're going to pop on up and have a chat and quickly debrief before we get into the thick of it.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward. It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
He's got a lot on his mind. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Alright, so we now have a new talent unlocked. Very, very nice. So let's go ahead and have a look at our squad. We now have access to Spectre training. So, yeah, we increase our health, accuracy, and effectiveness of all attacks and abilities, and grants the Unity ability. So, Unity restores dead squad members with 30% health and 50% shields. Not a bad choice at all. Now, also too, funnily enough, in the original game, there is a... we picked up an extra point in Charm and Intimidate. In the original game, you can only get to level 60, so you cannot find enough points to fill out everything in the game. However, if you do go ahead and put all of the points into everything bar the Charm and Intimidate last, you can reload an old save and you can end up maxing out both your Charm and Intimidate, which I found was rather fun. So by the time I ever got to Mass Effect 2, I had a fully maxed out character, and yeah, that's a fun little thing. But either way, let's go ahead and work our way up towards a store discount. Opening up more dialogue options and getting a discount at stores will be very nice. We could also go ahead and we could go for advanced overkill. Or we could maybe work on this Unity, and I think Unity is going to be a good one for us. I'm sure some of the fights will get a little bit harder, and we will definitely want that. Alright, so as for you, my friend, what shall we do? Let's go ahead and... work our way through the dampening, maybe even master sabotage. Yeah, we're almost there, so let's go ahead and put in 2 points there, bring that a little bit closer. And then I think for now we'll go ahead and put a few more points into this as well. Increase the radius of sabotage, overload, and dampening by 14%, as well as increasing tech explosion damage. That should be rather nice. And Tali, what about you? We've got 4 points here. Let's put a couple into dampening. That should be fine. And then let's also go ahead and put master overload. Oh, that's... Let's put a point or 2 here again. If we can get to maximum, that would be very nice. And then we'll chuck another point into pistols. I think that's good. Need to make sure that you've got some good skills and abilities. And then, you know what? Maybe even the Quarian Machinist should also be something to note. But either way, that should be good.
Shepard's been hit!
And apparently the game came up with something a little odd there. Don't know why we got hit, but alright. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so, anyone worth talking to just yet? No, we're going to ignore him for now. Yeah, so one of the things I do know is that that is one mission that is very... Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll pick it up just in case. Let's just talk.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the Keepers.
Don't waste our time. I can see the lie on your face, Solarian.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I can help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm with Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
A Spectre? Well, nobody would dare stop you. All right, then. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Alright, so we've picked up a fun little thing here. We'll go ahead and we'll scan this one there. I do believe there is at least another one somewhere around, so we'll quickly go ahead and... yeah, there he is. We're going to go ahead and scan this one. I'm not sure if we're going to find every single one of the Keepers, but we may as well scan them. If we can get a little bit of experience, you never know, it could be rather helpful. Extra money as well does not ever go astray, so we'll collect that. I believe there's about 22 if memory serves. Let's have a look. Scan the Keepers. 20. Okay. Close. But yeah, they can get a little difficult to find eventually. But either way, we'll go ahead and we'll try that out, and we'll see if yeah, we can get some nice little bonuses. All right. So now that we've got all of that, we should probably head back down to CSEC. But you know what?
Maybe.
I believe that since we're in the Citadel, we'll probably be heading in the right direction back down there. So I think we'll just talk to people as we go.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs looking for an easy score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
You know what? That seems fairly easy.
What kind of ship was it?
Don't let the name fool you. The Majesty's just a small trading vessel, only a handful of crew. But he kept it in good condition. I don't think mechanical failure is too likely. But they don't have any real weapons or shields. If anyone did come after them, the Majesty'd be a sitting duck.
If your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Alright. Well, that should help. Oh, and did I just see something else pop up over here? An extra Keeper. Yep, you see, that's how easy it is to miss one of these jolly things. Good news is, though, I think I've done this a couple of times, so I may... well, we may just have a little bit of an easier chance trying to find them all. Again, nothing we're going to be holding our breath for, though. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and make our way down to CSEC. We'll go ahead and chat to the requisitions officer, and then, I don't know, I'm sure there's some more people who need to talk to us. Alright, so, to the Presidium. Yes, I guess that's actually, you know what? Hang on a second, if we scan this one... okay, never mind. No XP.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Alright, and there is another Keeper. Let's go ahead and scan that one before, before we miss out on the obvious ones, because after a little bit it's going to get quite annoying. Alright, well, cool little Mass Effect relay. That's rather nice. I gotta say, they did a fantastic job with upgrading the graphics of those things. I loved them before, but my goodness, do they look ever so nice and shiny now. That was an Avena back there. I don't think we had to worry about anything else. We do have another keeper, so I guess we may as well scan it while we're here. And then, do we head down to the wards? Yeah, I think that's probably the best way for us to go. Unless there's anything else that we need to do while we're up here. Let's see, there's a bank, there's the Emporium, Consort Chambers. I think we should be... Have we met everybody that we need to meet? Actually, you know, let's head all the way over to the other side. This will give us a quick chance to be able to check things out. Oh, that's right. And looks like that is CSEC HQ. Let's go. Yeah, we should probably do a little bit of a quick check of things lying around. Means we also get a better chance of finding some of the extra keepers, so we may as well. We do have, what is that? Is that a rapid transit? No, that's just a normal thing. CSEC Academy is below. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and we'll head around and we'll see what we can get. Alright. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. That's the elevator straight down to CSEC Academy, isn't it? Right. Let's go ahead and let's walk our way back up and around. I don't think we need to go through there just yet. Yeah, so I believe, here we go. We've got an embassy receptionist just in case we need to have a chat. I don't think anyone really requires us one way or the other. Let's go ahead and see if we can find anyone who we need to meet. Alright, we got diplomats, we got that. Oh, there's a keeper down the end. We also have a diplomatic archive. Okay. Well, let's scan that one. Let's scan this one too.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Yep, and then I guess we're not going to interrupt the other ones. That's not going to be that helpful. Let's see, just a little bit further down. Alright, anything worth noting?
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. Why did you come to see me, Shepard? Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression? Never mind, forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Let's ask about
What do you know about the
Spectre
Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law, especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once. Spectres walk a slippery slope, Commander. Operate outside the law and it changes you. Look what happened to Saren.
You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres. They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Alright, I guess we didn't really need to chat to him. Was there anything else that we can pick up? Oh, you know what? Easy computer decryption. We may as well make the most of our tech specialists. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else worth noting. There we go. Diplomatic advisory warning. Following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Huh. Okay, well, I'm guessing that's something for us to investigate at a later date. But either way, that shouldn't be too bad. I guess there's no... I was hoping to find something in C-Sec for our Spectre stuff, but I guess we've got
Don't
some
believe the rumors.
crewmen.
The consort would never reveal her secrets. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Alright, well, you know what? We may as well go ahead and have a bit of a chat. Oh, right, and we know that there's a keeper out this door, so let's quickly go ahead and scan this one while we're here. And then I guess we may as well go ahead and investigate the Asari consort as well. I suppose that probably wouldn't hurt. I know we need to get back down to C-Sec, but since we're already up here in the Presidium, we may as well make the most of what we have access to. So I think, actually, have we checked out the other side of things up here? Let's see, Udina, the Volus, and the Elcor. You know, maybe we go ahead and we just check out to see if there is any extra keepers. I think that may be a reasonable thought. Since we're already up here, it's not like we're going to be, or at least I don't expect to be here too frequently. We'll have a quick check. Alright, let's go ahead and scan. Should we say hi and introduce ourselves, or... Yeah, let's meet these interesting creatures.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Okay, well, you know what? I guess we now have a couple of reasons to go talk. Shall we quickly check in with the rest of these people?
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Let's go ahead and... Oh, that wasn't quite the way we wanted to go.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
Let's quickly speed that up. Let's go ahead and ask...
of my people.
History.
It is agreeable to share.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell.
That was cool.
Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
I do like the Elcor. I like the idea. That said, though, the modeling on that is so very nicely upgraded from the first game. That is, they've done an amazing job there. Shall we chat to the other guy? You know what? We've talked to everybody else.
Well, the new Earth Clan Spectre. Obviously, you are already lost. Your ambassador is next door.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus Ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Alright, so he's
Goodbye,
just
Ambassador.
He's just a bit of a cranky fellow.
Yes. Good
Fair
day,
enough.
Earth Clan.
Well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're going to zip across the Presidium to the Asari, the consort. Hopefully we can fix up a couple of quick little missions, maybe get paid handsomely. I think that would be ideal. So, whereabouts? I think it's directly across. Yes, it is. Alright, so we need to go over the bridge. And then we should be there. Alright. Do we get any bonuses for the financial district stuff? No. Okay, never mind. Just basic information. Again, you never know exactly what's got the bonus XP and journal entries. They are well and truly worth it. I remember my first game of Mass Effect, I believe I spent about 150 hours in-game. I basically completed 100% the first time round. It was a grand time, but either way. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there we are. That should be the last of the Citadel Rapid Transit sorted. Let's have a chat to whoever this is.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, I'm with the Spectres.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Well, you know what? That is awfully convenient, since we also need to talk to her about a few other people. Yeah, I think that's rather good. Let's not interrupt anybody. I'm sure they're not really too keen. Let's just talk to the attendant.
You're with the
No?
Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Okay, not exactly helpful for what we were after. Let's go and see exactly what she wants with us.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Okay, let's see if we can talk to her about what we want to talk to her about, but we'll see what...
Please, Commander.
No?
I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken
Alright,
with Septimus.
fine. Let's go talk to Septimus, and then we'll go ahead and maybe she'll be a little bit more talkative after her problem has been solved.
I have to admit I'm a little
Alright, so you know what? I guess we'll go ahead and take the rapid transit. I believe she said Cora's den is where he is. Let's just double check to see if there's any more keepers up over here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I believe the only place we haven't really checked on this side is maybe down by the bank. Let's go ahead and chat to him. Oh, there's one more, and then, yeah, I believe there was a Volus who gave us information on the Shadow Broker. He should be in this direction. Hang on a second, whereabouts are we? Yeah, we're almost at the bank. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll pop through. Nope. Okay, never mind. I thought that there might have been a keeper there. I guess I was incorrect. Do we want to go any further? No, that just leads us back around. Okay. Well, you know what then? If that's the case, let's just go ahead and transit. Let's head to the wards. Let's head to Cora's den. And we'll have a quick chat with him and see if we can figure things out. And that way we can maybe solve some other problems with Consort. Alright, so let's go... Wait a second. Through the hallway. That's what we're after. And then, yeah, we'll see just how open he is to fixing things. Good news is, we should be rather persuasive, I would say. Alright, so, can we get information about...
Sorry,
no?
I'll get to you when I can.
Oh, there he is.
Commander. What do you want?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is pathetic. What could a woman do to put you in this state?
'Cause she rejected me. Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
General, did you ever win a battle by moping in a bar?
Ha, more. That's what this feels like, all right. How did I let it come to this? So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
It damn well couldn't hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why would he think such a thing?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an L-Corps diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Okay, well, that was a pretty easy conversation. Can we talk to Harkin at all?
Go away.
No. Okay, I'm guessing we were probably needing to talk to him early on before we had a big fight here with Fist. But you know what? It just is what it is. Let's at least go ahead and have a chat to the L-Corps, let him know what's going on, and then to the Consort. And then I think that's probably where things are going to take us. So let's go ahead and head to the embassies. There we go. Nice and swift. far quicker than taking the elevators everywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually do enjoy the elevators, but unfortunately, I think that might make this series go on for a very long amount of time. And, let's be honest, there's only so long you can really do that for. Alright, well, let's go ahead and make our way up to Zelton, and hopefully he will be forgiving.
Strained greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving, I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Here, this should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Okay, well...
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
Alright, well, either way, let's go ahead and make our way across to the... Sorry, hang on a second. Was that a... What is up here? Oh, this is Udina's office, isn't it? Yep, never mind. Let's turn around and head on out. Let's go and see about fixing up the problem. And then I think that should take us through to... yeah, we can head down to C-Sec, and I think that that's where we'll call things. I suppose there's no real point in trying to rapidly transit across. What is the point? We can just run across the Nazgûl River. That should be fine. Also, too, I do love that Krogan statue. That's looking very nice there. That is a very nice statue indeed. Alright, but either way, we'll get to that when we get to it. But right now, we have places to go and people to see. So hopefully, everything will work out. Alright, let's see. Do we need to chat to the assistant here? It doesn't look like we do. Alright, and that exclamation mark is back up there. Alrighty.
What drew you back to the Citadel and to the consort?
I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but I simply felt called.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. Your uniform fits as though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone, but it gives you strength. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Well, at least we got a little bit of money and XP out of that. That's not too bad. And a little trinket. Well, being a video game, I'm sure there's going to be something with that at some point. Whether we can find it or not, that is a different question though. But either way, let's go ahead and we should head down to CSEC. I think we've done everything that we really need to focus on around here. So let's just head on down and see what we can find. Alright, so, who are we after? I think... whereabouts is it? Oh no, that was the wrong button. We want the journal. Let's have a look. So, at the moment we've got a few assignments. A lot of these, scan the things. Oh, we forgot to deliver the information. Okay. And then as for our main mission, let's go ahead. Where do we need to go? Speak to the ambassador. Okay, at the docking bay. Okay, so, you know what? I think we'll call things there. And, yeah, we'll come back with things in the next one. And we'll figure out exactly where we need to go. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content. And I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.